Very good evening to one and all once again, and a very warm welcome on a Sunday evening for this session on perception matters. Okay, so let's start. So I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Manas, yes, you can see it.
Fine, thank you. I just want to go to the desktop. I'm not able to find it. Can you please help me in terms of how I can open my content, because it's there in the desktop?
Yeah, you can go to desktop, right? So you can just type in desktop. Yes.
Is my desktop visible now to everyone?
Yes, yes, we can see your desktop. Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes, now we can see the PowerPoint. So you can put it into presentation mode. Yes.
Yes. Fine.
Yes, now we can.
So you can see the screen, right? I believe all of you can see my screen.
Yes, Manas, we can see. Yes.
Thank you. Basically, if you can see my screen, you can just just type yes on the chat box. If I believe all of you can see my screen. All the 11 participants can see my screen, I believe. Okay. First of all, yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining. So thank you and welcome Prasad M, welcome Payal, welcome Nisha, welcome Narendra, somebody by name Freebird, welcome, Deepa, welcome, Ketaki, welcome, Christy, welcome, and thank you so much Book My Session for providing me with this opportunity to conduct Perception Matters. This is the first time that I'm hosting the session on Book My show. Book My Session, and I'm truly glad and grateful that I'm able to connect with all of you today for this particular session. So I'm just going to run you through this entire session. So first, we would just like to start on with this particular session with this activity. So as you can see here, this activity is titled as Run and Fetch, right? I just so this is a small activity. It's a very simple activity. So what I just want all of you to do is all of you can just uh, at your, so whenever I believe you are at certain place, that you are at your home or at wherever you are currently. So I'm just going to mention the name of a color. Okay, so a color, I'm just going to mention the name of a color, and you have to quickly get as many things as possible of that particular color, and then you have to show it in the you have to turn on your video and you have to show the particular things what you have got of that particular color. Okay, is it okay? Did you get the activity what I just said? If you have got it, you can just type in your chat box. Type in the chat box as yes, or else like probably if you want to unmute yourself also and say it, then also that is also fine. Okay, Freebird says yes. Okay, anybody else? Did you all get the activity what you are supposed to do? Everyone? Am I audible? Okay. Ketki says yes. Fine. So this particular activity has to be conducted by each and every member. So this is a sincere request from my end. And all of you, just it would be great if you can just turn on your videos so that I can see you in live face to face. And because you have to show me the things what you will be getting of the color that I would be choosing, that I would be suggesting you currently. Okay. So request you all to please turn on your videos. You can, I'll just give you 1 minute of time, and within 1 minute of time, you have to grab certain things and get. Okay. So let's start on with this activity. So yeah, so what you have to do is go to the room, go to the anywhere. So wherever you are staying currently, wherever you are currently there. So run around across your room and get something of the color which is red. Any object, anything, any material which is red in color. Okay. So you just get 1 minute for this, and your time starts now. Okay. I believe all of you have gone, and to just you just have to go and grab something which is red in color, and you just get 1 minute of time. Okay, the time is up now. It's already 1 minute. Okay, somebody has says found it. Okay, fine. Okay, can I just see the cameras are turned on now? And I hope all of you have got some of the other things now with you. So it would be great if you can just start, if you can just show me what have you got.
Dustbin is there. Then this box is there. This rubber band, hair band, pencil, 2 pens. This particular box, carry bag. This is my leggings. This particular
Okay.
tray, dupatta.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So many things. Oh my God, it is really great. Okay, yes, anybody else? Yes. Okay, Payal, you are on mute. You are trying to say something.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking on mute, so I bring this candle stand, red color.
Wonderful, wonderful. So cute it is. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, yes, Prasad M, do you like to share something, what you have got? Prasad, could you please unmute yourself? You're on mute.
Yes, this is a container which contains pens, pencil, stationery. Okay,
Wonderful.
medicine bottle.
Is it red in color, medicine bottle?
Medicine, it's a combination. It's a white, green, and orange.
White, green, and orange. Oh, okay, okay. It's not red, right?
No, this is red.
Okay.
A
Great.
kind of, sort of.
It's okay.
A shade
It's
in
okay,
that.
fine.
This is
Great.
a mobile stand, purely red in color.
Okay, got it. Nice.
Then this is a power bank for charging mobile, black in color.
Okay. I would be just needing something which is completely red in color. Red.
Red, yeah, this is the pen drive, red in color.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prasad.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody else? Anybody else? I would just like to see what sort of items you might have got. See. Anybody else? So Deepa, Payal, Narendra, anybody? Christy, Prasad. Okay, Prasad has already shown that. Anybody else?
Okay, I got this is the cable, this is container, and mobile phone cover.
Okay, can you please turn on your video so that I can just see those things?
Yeah, I got mobile cover, cable, and container.
Okay, mobile cover, cable, and container. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, wonderful. So let's just so before we could just move to to further things, right? Further discussion with regard to today's topic. I just wanted to ask you a simple question. So what was my question to all of you? What was my instruction to all of you? Can somebody reiterate this? Anybody can unmute yourself. I can just say something.
Go and get some objects, run and fetch.
Go and get certain objects, run and fetch. Yes, that's true. And I instructed to provide it in which color? What was the color that I asked you to get it? The object should be of which color?
Sir, actually, I didn't listen to that particular question completely.
Red color.
But
Okay,
nearby
it was in
red objects were there.
red, RED, right? Wonderful. So when you all have got, so when I have given the same instruction to everyone, you have to go run and fetch certain things of red in color. But do you see that all of us have got the same objects, or the objects that everyone showed were different? Did everybody get the same objects, or everybody's the objects that they got were different?
Different objects.
Okay.
Perception differs.
Exactly. The perception is differing, right? Even though I made it, thank you so much for this point, for bringing up this point, and it's very true and very clear, right? That in spite of me saying ki you have to go and run and fetch and get something which is red in color, in spite of me saying that, but most of you have got, some of you have got like, pen stand, some of you have got a pen drive, some of you have got, say, some clothes, some of you have got a candle stand, some of you have got a coffee mug. So everybody has got different things, in spite of my instruction being the same to you, but the way you perceived it and the way you took it was completely different. The result of the entire thing, the output was completely different, right? Agree? If you agree with me, just put a type yes in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
With my statement, or else you can unmute yourself and also say. So anything is fine. Thank you. So we'll proceed further with this. Now, as somebody said very clearly, so what does it matters now? What matters the most here? So when we get different things of different objects, we got at the same time, in spite of me saying you to get the particular thing in red color. So all of you have got different things, right? So why was it so? Because of what? Can anybody read it out? What was the reason? Okay, Deepa says perception. Exactly. So it is perception, right? So that's the reason perception matters a lot. The way we think, the way we see things, the way we understand things is completely different, right? So each one's perception is different. Now I have a question, an open-ended question for all of you, that when you say perception, so if you can just see my title of the session, that is perception, each and every letter of the word perception is mentioned or is depicted in different colors. Can anyone of you please unmute yourself and tell me why exactly I have mentioned all this, but all the letters of this particular word in different colors. Anybody for the matter?
Perception is different for different people. So you have indicated that by some different colors.
Okay, exactly. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Prasad. So perception, Prasad, you only said that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Prasad, for your valuable insights. Yes, you just nailed it. That's the right point. Different people have different thought processes. Just we have done the activity now some time back, and we found out so whatever, even though the instructions were same, even though I have insisted you to get certain thing of the same of a particular color, but still different people had picked up different objects, right? So this is why perception actually matters from one person to other person. Okay, so let's proceed now. The next one. So before that, now that you have got an understanding, so first of all, again, I would like to heartily welcome all of you for this session on perception matters. And before I could actually get into the session, so I just like to give a quick introduction about myself, who I am and what I do. So this is a quick just profile of me. So my name is Manas Jyoti Mitra, and here's my email ID, here's my contact number. And currently I'm working in an e-commerce company at Bangalore, and I'm working as a training and quality lead for Pan India. And I'm having an overall work experience of 8 years majorly in the e-commerce domain. So I'm a certified master trainer. I'm an access consciousness bias practitioner, neuro-linguistic programming professional. I'm a storyteller, coach, and a mentor. So if you have anything, if you have any questions, if you have any queries, if you have any suggestions to seek for, you can always get in touch with me. So this is my email ID, this is my contact number. So I would be more than happy to help you and resolve your queries. So now we will just go on to a quick icebreaker. This is very important. Yes, initially we did the run and fetch activity, and this session, let me mention you, this is going to be full of activities. Okay, and it is going to be more and more of activity-based learning. Okay, so what I want all of you to do is, all of you should, you can just quickly go grab a pen and a paper, and once you are done with the pen and paper, you can just type in the chat boxes, yes, it's only then I can proceed with the activity. Okay, just take a pen and paper for this particular icebreaker. Then I will give you the instructions in terms of how to proceed with the icebreaker. Right? Is it okay? Can I see some responses from your end also? Participants, please. In the chat box.
Sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Deepa. So just quickly grab a pen and a paper and then come back. Then I will provide the instructions in terms of how exactly we can proceed with this activity. Okay, so I have got 2 chats over here. I'll just read out the chats. Narendra says yes. Book my session says yes. Okay. So it is for all the participants. Request all the participants to please grab a pen and paper so that we can quickly start with the activity. Thank you so much, Deepa. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Okay, can we start? Are all ready with the pen and paper? Because you'll have to show me this. Once I insist you the activity, you'll just have to show me. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we will start with this activity now. So here, let's break the ice. Let's see how exactly the activity looks. So you have here, so we all have here something known as the square questions. Okay. Can anyone unmute yourself? Anyone of you please unmute yourself and read the first question over here? What does this particular question means?
Sir, may I?
Yes. Sure.
Look carefully to the diagram. Now I will ask you 4 questions about this square. Are you ready?
Okay. Deepa, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay. So everybody for that matter, are you all ready? I believe you all are ready. So if you are all ready, so can you please type in the chat boxes yes, so that we can proceed with the activity?
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for the confirmation. Yes, I can see one chat also. Okay. So here comes the first question. Okay, can anyone read this particular question?
Sir, may I?
Yes, yes, yes.
Divide the question number 1. Divide the white area in a square A into 2 equal pieces.
Okay. So you have a square area. Okay. You have the white area in square A, and you have to divide the square A into 2 equal pieces. Thank you so much, Deepa, for reading out the question.
My
And
pleasure, sir.
can you please now, all of you, please, can you execute this particular problem?
Yes,
Which
sir.
white square you want? A, B,
it's
C, or
given-
D?
A, it's mentioned
A,
here,
A,
sir.
okay,
It's
okay, okay,
A.
okay.
So
Done,
once
sir.
you're done, you can just show me what have you done. You can just start the video and then show me probably what have you done. Then we will probably proceed with the questions. I mean, I will let you know about the correct answer. Okay, I can see Narendra sir has done something. 1 second. Yes, sir. Yes, Deepa has also shown. Yes, okay. Narendra sir, could you please show that once again, please? Okay. Narendra sir?
Is it visible?
It's not visible.
Still.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll just stop my sharing. Yeah, now, yes, it is visible. Yes, okay. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Narendra sir. Anybody else? Anybody else have done this?
Yes, sir. Prasad.
Yeah, Prasad has also done this. Prasad sir, yes. Prasad sir, could you please show this little bit more in a broader way? What is this output? Yes, I think Prasad sir, I can see his screen. Yes, that's perfectly fine. Yes, Deepa ma'am has also done this. Yes, great. Anybody else? Okay, so let's go to the answer and see whether we have done it correctly or not. So I will just project the answer now. So this is the answer. So how many of you have got it correct? Divide the white area in square A into 2 equal pieces. So this is the answer.
Me, that's Prasad.
Okay, I think all of you have got this correct, I believe. Prasad, Deepa, Narendra, I think all 3 of you have got it correct, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. So let's go to the next question now. Question number 2. So now the question here is, divide the white area in square B into 3 equal pieces. Now you have to divide the white area in square B into 3 equal pieces. So ready for the same? It's not so difficult. Let's come on,
Done, sir.
do that.
Done.
Done? Okay.
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Would just like to see once.
Sir, is it visible?
I'll just stop sharing. Yes, it's visible. Okay, great.
1, 2, and
1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, anybody else? Anybody else who have done this who would just like to share?
Okay. This is
You can
1, 2,
see
3.
Narendra sir. Let me see. So a little bit on the right side. It would be easy for me. Yes, yes, yes. I can see it now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody else apart from Deepa and Narendra sir who have done this? Okay, Prasad sir has done this. Let me see. Prasad sir is also divided into 3 equal pieces. Wonderful, great. Anybody else? Okay, let me just see, share the screen and find out the right answer. So here is the answer. How many of you have got it correct?
We all.
I think
All.
you all have got it correct, right? Wonderful, great, good going. So a thunderous round of applause for all of you. Great. Okay, let's see now question number 3. The question number 3 says, divide the white area in square C into 4 equal pieces. Now you have to divide the white area in the square C into 4 equal pieces. And the question itself is saying that, it's very difficult, isn't that's all? That's right. It's very difficult. So let's see how you perceive it and how you do it. Okay. So once you're done, you can either type it on the chat, type it in the chat box, or else you can just say it out by unmuting yourself that you are done. Is it done?
Sir, still in process.
It's still in process? Okay. The question itself is saying that it's very difficult. That's right. It's okay. You can take your time, not an issue. I'll drink little water. Okay, Nisha is trying to do something here, I believe. Done. Participants, I think I cannot give more time. Sorry. I think whatever is done, let's see what is the outcome of this. Okay, I'm just stopping this. Yes, anybody would like to show this? Okay, let's start from Narendra. Okay, great, got it. Thank you so much, Narendra. Deepa, just would
Sir,
like
not getting.
not
I have done this, but not getting exactly.
not getting exactly. It's okay. You have tried it. That's very important, and that's the most important thing, right? Thank you so much for putting in an efforts and trying this. Thank you so much. Yes, Prasad sir. Oh wow, nice. Okay. Anybody else apart from Narendra, Deepa, and Prasad? Anybody else have tried this? Okay. So let me just go back to the session and let's see that what exactly is the answer. What exactly is the correct answer? I mean, whatever you have done, is it correct or not correct? Let's just have a look. So here's the solution for the same. Can you see the solution? How many of you have
Yes,
got
sir.
it correct?
Yes, I got it.
You got it? Narendra, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, so this is the solution for this particular problem. Okay. Equal pieces. Square into 4 equal pieces. Fine. So not to worry. So we have the last question. So let's see the fourth question. So here's the last question. The question: divide the area D into 7 equal pieces. Okay, the world record is 7 seconds. So you have to divide the area D into 7 equal pieces. Yes. So on your mark, get set, go. This is the last question. 7 equal pieces.
Sir, got the answer. D1 I got.
D you got? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Has everybody got the answer? Then probably I can stop the share and let's see whether all of you have been able to get the answer correctly. Yes, Adipa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, got the answer of D, but not of C.
Not of C? Okay, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deepa. Yes, Narendra Prasad, Payal, Freebird, need some inputs from your end as well. Christy, yes, everyone. Okay, let me see what Narendra has got. Yes, Narendra, that's okay, perfectly fine. Prasad, sir, any
No, sir,
inputs?
not yet.
Not yet? Okay, fine. So let me just share the screen once and let's see what is the right answer to this particular puzzle. So here comes the answer. They have divided the area D into 7 equal pieces. So who got it correct? Absolutely.
We all.
And we all got it.
Exactly. So thank you so much. So this was the end of the activity. I hope you like this icebreaker, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So can anyone tell me what is the learning out of this activity? Now, probably we have had this icebreaker, right? We have all seen there are 4 questions with all critical aspects. So can anyone just tell me what was the learning and how you can relate this particular thing with perception? How can this be related to perception? Anyone for that matter can say this.
Yes, in the figure
For,
C,
for
may I,
each and
sir?
every figure, there was some different technique.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank
May
you.
I say something?
Yes. Sure, Prasad. Sir.
In the figure C, when I was
Yes.
doing, actually, my perception was something different. It was said that divide the white area of C into 4 equal parts, but
Yes.
already one square was there inside. So I just divided it
Yes.
into 3 and that made 4 because one was already existing and 3 I made it. So
Yes.
here there was a difference of the perception. I looked at it in a different way. It was written into 4 equal parts, but I perceived it in this way that one part is already there, so we will make it 3.
Mm-hmm.
So there, I mean, what I don't know what to call this as a confusion or misinterpretation or different perception. So that
Yes.
you tell.
Of course, it is perception itself.
Okay.
It is very much perception.
And
Yeah.
this is how I mean, in communication also, if the perception differs, then some issues may be created. मेरे को ऐसा बोलना था लेकिन उसने ऐसा सोच लिया, like, or
Exactly.
so
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much, Prasad sir. Thank you so much, Deepa. Anybody else would like to share their viewpoints in terms of the activities? Anybody for that matter, Payal or Christy, anybody for that matter. If you have something to share, you can please share your insights in terms of this, in terms of the activity. No one? Okay, then we'll proceed probably. If you have anything to share, you can also share it in the chat box. So if you cannot unmute yourself and speak, then I think, of course, you can go back to the chat box. You can type out yours, like whatever you have to say in the chat box, so that we can all see your viewpoints. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here is a small image now. Okay, now I just want all of you to, any one of you to just see this and interpret this image. What do you understand by this image? And what exactly it is all about? It's a very famous story that we have read in the childhood, and it is very much related to perception. Yes, can anyone share their viewpoints?
Sir, may I?
Yes, yes, yes. Deepa.
Sir, as in this, all are blind. So whatever part of the elephant they are touching, so accordingly they are giving their views. For example, the one who is touching the tail, he or she is expecting that it is like a rope or it is a rope, because they have not seen that, they have not experienced that elephant earlier.
Yes.
So they are just, one is touching the ear, so it is just comparing with fan. The one who is touching the legs or a leg, he or she is comparing it with a tree. So they are giving their own perception, and all are right whatever they are telling, because as a whole they are unable to see, because all of them are blind.
Exactly. Has it happened to most of us ever?
Yes, sir, many times.
Okay, Deepa, could you please share any of the stories that relates to this? Probably any lifetime stories of yours, which can suffice this particular image, which can just hold some value to this image.
So there are so many, but right now I'm not getting anything.
Okay. Anybody else? Can you just relate your own story, life story, with this particular thing, that it was something it was supposed to happen something, but something else happened, and it was completely different? Anybody?
Yes, sir. I would like to tell a story.
Yes, please.
It is appropriate to this particular scene. The title of the story is the Bombay to Goa. And
Okay.
recently, I mean, in the some few years back, Mumbai was known as Bombay, and there was I mean, two friends were there, and one friend calls the other friend, and he says that I have booked tickets for Bombay to Goa, so you just come and see me immediately. So the other friend replies, okay. And the friend who booked the ticket, he was he was standing near the cinema theater, Cineplex, and the other who received the call, he was under the perception that okay, Bombay to Goa tickets are booked. So he went to the platform, railway platform, or I mean, where the train is going to take off. I mean, so and when they both reached their respective destinations, uh, both of them, they were waiting for each other, and then they called each other. I'm waiting near the Cineplex mall and outside the theater. Where are you? The other replied that I am at a station waiting for you, and just waiting for the train to for boarding the train. This is how, so like there was a lot of confusion. Bombay to Goa is what the friend who booked the ticket was of the movie, okay, but the other one perceived it as a we are going to travel from Bombay to Goa, so it's a journey ticket. This is how the perception was differing from both of them. Like one perceived it in a other way, the other friend perceived it in a different way. So whole lot of confusion was there. I mean, I don't know whether this story suits over here, but this is what I can recall right now at the moment.
Yes, thank you so much. I think you deserve a thunderous round of applause. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful story. And I believe, yes, it is so true, right, So thank you so much once again. Bombay to Goa, yes, it was a movie ticket, and somebody perceived that Bombay to Goa was nothing but the ticket from where we had to travel from Bombay to Goa, right? So most of the times it happens as such, right? So things might be this, like now I believe you can relate with the run and fetch activity which I did initially. I asked you to get something of red in color, right? And everyone got things of red in color, but things were not matching with each other. It was all different. So somebody just got a candle, somebody got a cup. So similar way, like we are all right in what we how we see things or how we perceive things, and there is no right and wrong in terms of perception. Okay, so whatever we see, whatever we feel, whatever we think, it's correct from our perspective. We are correct. However, it is also very important that when there are times like we say, right, we are always correct. We think this is correct. I feel this is correct. I feel this is good. But what happens is we are more into this I, right? At the same time, we should also be considerate to others also, because what happens is what might be right for me is not necessary that it is going to be right for somebody else. So what is correct for me is not necessary that it is going to be correct for somebody else. Now, let me just make it a very simple phenomena. So I'm just going to show you a bottle over here. So this is a bottle, right? So can anybody tell me, can anybody just tell me what exactly do you observe? What exactly do you see in this bottle? What is the thing that you see in this bottle?
Bottle is written with white color.
Okay, bottle is written with white in color. Okay, thank you so much. Anybody else would like to share their viewpoint in terms of this bottle?
Then there is a sport, I think, written below that. Sport.
Okay, there's a sport written below that. Okay, anybody else? Any other viewpoints?
Color of the bottle is like, I think it's dark blue or navy blue, maybe, or black in color.
Okay.
Or blue color. Yeah, blue color. Maybe.
Okay,
here it is
you
like
say
that.
it's blue
That-
color. Okay, somebody has typed something on the chat. Okay, let me see the chat.
The top of the bottle has a hook.
Okay. Okay, Freebird says color black. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anybody else would like to share their viewpoints in terms of this?
Maybe it's a 1 liter bottle.
It's a 1
Right.
liter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Narendra, Deepa, Christy, Payal. Anybody would like to share something? Some viewpoints in terms of this. What do you actually observe here? I think Prasad sir has given a lot of viewpoints towards this bottle.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Then there is a
Anybody else?
casing at the top also. There is a casing.
Okay.
I mean,
There's a casing at the top also.
it's
Great.
just related to observation. That's it.
Exactly. So what do you think? So Prasad sir, just want to ask you one simple thing. So what do you think? What you did of all this entire thing in this bottle? What was? I mean, what did you portray in this bottle? Whatever you suggested, whatever you said it, right? So how did you get these things about this bottle?
I see. It's actually the bottle is visible, and it's finely crafted by the craftsman who has done it, who has manufactured it, and it's has a very shiny appearance also.
Yes.
So I went on the color, I went on the look, I went on the design, the make, the whatever the printed things are written over there. I mean, this is a general observation.
Thank you. It's all based on the very right word, that is observation. Yes, exactly. So how we perceive things? We perceive things based on our sensory organs. So I will just come to it. What are the different sensory organs and how we relate, how perception matters based on our sensory organs. I'll just get into that particular thing one by one. So let's see what next. Okay, so there's a famous quote by Annis Nin. Can somebody read this out, please?
We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are.
Exactly. So it says, we do not see things, or we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. It's written by Annis Nin. What is the meaning of the statement when it says Annis Nin says? What is the meaning?
We look at the things by our perception, not by what the creator has given what if from the other's point of view, we never look at the things. We look at the
Exactly.
things from our point of view
Exactly. So
and
similar,
defines them.
yes. Similarly, we can just go and see this elephant, the image of the elephant and the six blind people, right? So they are trying to look, or they are trying to give a meaning to the elephant based on their own perception, based on their observation, based on their thought processes. Everything is based on them, based on themselves, right? So this is what is the meaning of this statement. So we see things as we are, not we see things as they are, right? Is it okay? Is everybody able to understand now? At least getting some hand, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deepa, for the
So I
confirmation.
want to add something over here. May I?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. See, when when some I mean some contests are going on, and the judges are supposed to give their feedback or supposed to give their explanation or judgment on that. Okay. So while giving the judgment also, it is very important and very essential that your judgment should not be biased, or whatever you give the explanation about the performance of the candidates, it should not be biased and it should not be affecting to the candidate, but as at the same time it should be true also. Okay. So like whenever we want to give some what do you say, like explanation on the performance of the participants, how they have performed. Okay. At that time we have to make our communication so effective that the right message is conveyed without hurting the participants uh, feelings or thoughts, and where the improvement or where the correction is required, that should be clearly brought out, because uh, many people are working very hard, whether it is a competition, whether it is an exam, whatever it may be, but while expressing our views and thoughts, it should be we should be very clear, we should be very cautious with our words, with our tone, our body language, and we should be able to explicitly bring out the fact what exactly we want to say, so that the perception of me as a judge and the other person as a participant or a contestant uh, will be will not be matching, but he will be taking it in a very true spirits. Otherwise it should not see, there are ways of saying the things also. Even if I don't like something, I can't directly say that no, this is wrong, or this is something absurd, meaningless. We can put it in a different way, so that what I want to say is based on my perception, but whatever I have perceived, I have to ensure that the opposite person is in agreement with my perception. That is what I feel.
Yes, exactly. That's such a valuable point, Prasad sir. It's really a very invaluable thought process. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. Okay. And that's very true, right? And that is what it is. Sometimes that's when, like, we get into conflicts and misunderstandings, wherein, like, we feel that when some people don't buy our points, right, and we feel that no, they are against us. It's nothing like that. Everybody has different viewpointers, and everybody has their own way of thinking and looking at things in a different way. So let's not be judgmental, let's not draw judgments on someone and based on our perception. Let's at least tend to get into the reality before, like, drawing some conclusions against someone, right? That's really important. Thank you once again, Prasad sir. Let's go to the most important thing now. As I was talking about the five senses, so we have five major senses in the human body, that is smell, sight, touch, hear, and taste. So these are the five senses, and these five senses are merely important for all of us, and to perceive certain things, right? So how perception happens is, like, based on all these things, right? We tend to give a meaning to the external environment. So when we smell something, when there's a good aroma, and we feel the smell, we say, suppose if my mom is preparing some good curry today, and I can just smell it from outside, and I say that, wow, mom, today I think you're preparing my favorite aloo gobi curry, and I really am interested to have a very good lunch today. So how that particular thing happens, the perception, like when I smell the aroma of the curry itself, automatically I start feeling more and more hungry. Similarly, when we see, just when we saw the example of observe, right? So when I was showing the example of this bottle, so observation, so based on observation also we perceive things. Touch, so when we touch is nothing but is known as the kinesthetic approach. So when you touch certain thing, you touch, you feel this is very hard, this is very rough, this is very smooth. Suppose if there's this pouch, if I just touch this, oh my god, the chain area is so rough. If I just touch this, wow, it's so smooth, right? So if I touch on the other side over here, it's somewhat. So this is nothing but the touch. So we do this and we perceive things. We hear something. Suppose somebody says something and we misunderstand something, we perceive something else. So somebody says something. So it happened to me. Just I would like to narrate a small incident which happened to me. Like, I really prefer to wear black because I am a person who is whose favorite color is black, and I have loads and loads of black color clothes. Now what happens is, like what happened, one of my aunt came to visit our house once, and she just said to me that, Manoj, why you have only clothes that is all black in color? Why don't you have any clothes which is other color? Because black always doesn't suits, right? I did not hear properly the word you. I thought she said black doesn't suits most of the times. I overheard as black doesn't suits you. Then I got very agitated. I got annoyed on my aunt, and I was telling my mom that how can she tell that, that this is my life, my choice. I like black color. Why she has to come and tell that I don't, that this black color is not, doesn't suits me. I did not hear that. I just overheard that particular thing, that you, and that created a lot of mess in my mind. That cluttered my mind completely. And I couldn't sleep. I couldn't have proper, like 2 to 3 days. I was like very upset because of that. How can somebody come and tell me? And this is the human psychology, right? If we live a lifestyle in our own way, somebody comes and points fingers and say that you are not doing this correctly, not doing that correctly. Then at one point of time, you wonder, I am living my life in my own terms. Who the hell is somebody else to come and tell me all these things? You get immediately agitated. But understand this, sometimes this is very, very, very important. There's the reason we say, rather than hearing, it's very important you start listening to pointers. You have to listen more rather than hearing more, because listening is going to be connected to your minds. When you're hearing, it will come from this and it will go out from this, right? And last but not the least is the taste. And to be very honest, for that particular incident which happened, which I shared in the form of a story, later when my mom clarified it, it's only then I realized, okay, I was so wrong about my aunt. And I started feeling so guilty. Why did I even say all those things to my aunt? Why did I even perceive about all those things about my aunt? She never mentioned me. She just said that it might not suit. But she never said it might not suit you. But I overheard the word you. And that created this mess. So it's very, very, very important perception. So that's the reason whenever we are listening, whenever we are talking to someone, whenever we are discussing some important ideologies, it's very important that we keep all the 5 senses very much open in our minds, in our hearts, so that we start receiving things in a very positive way, in a very positive manner, which would in turn reduce the perceptual aspects. Otherwise, what happens is, if we start thinking very much a perceptual thing, then we'll all start having preconceived notions at the initial stage, and we will not be able to live up to the expectations. Okay, so this is very important. Last but not the least is the taste. I think taste everybody knows. So if something is very good, so we keep munching, we keep taking it. Something is not good, we don't want to take it, right? So taste matters a lot. So if the food tastes good, so obviously if my mom prepares aloo gobi or rajma chawal, obviously I will always, if the taste is very good, I say, Mom, I need some more rajma chawal, please put it on my plate. I would be needing some more aloo gobi that curry, please put it on my plate. I keep doing that. The only reason is taste buds. So my taste buds like something, I feel like having the same thing again and again and again and again and again. So these are the basic explanation of the 5 senses, right? Is it okay? Shall we proceed? Any doubts, any questions you guys have, you can please ask me so that I can clarify this. Until now, till now, you have any questions, any queries, any doubts? If you have, you can please ask me. I can
Sir,
clarify.
could you please explain the first sense, that is smell, once again?
Smell. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So smell is something like, say, for example, now suppose you you get into a room and suddenly the room starts stinking. So what would be your thoughts, or what would be your perception, Deepa, at that point of time? What would you feel if the room is stinking very badly? What is the immediate thought that is going to come to your mind?
To leave the room?
Exactly. However, if I just twist the question, or if I just twist the situation now, if I say that if you enter the room and the room is like, it's having some very good aroma, right? Then what would be your thoughts?
I will like to stay there for a longer period.
I hope I've answered your question, Deepa.
Sir, I have just one confusion, that here the perception will be same for here. What is the perception actually? Because it will be same for everyone. If suppose it is aroma, then definitely everybody will like to stay there. It is
Yes.
different that for a longer time, or for few minutes, or even for few seconds, but at least nobody will just get away from that place or simply leave that room. So
Okay.
this was my confusion, sir.
Okay, great. I will just put it across in a little different forum now. Now, in a different
Yes,
little
sir.
different manner. Now, what happens is, suppose, for example, suppose you once you entered the room, you started feeling that smell, and you were not able to tolerate that at all. Wherein other people are also feeling the smell, but they are not, their tolerance level is okay, and they're able to tolerate it, and they still choose to stay in the room. But for you, it becomes intolerable, so you can't tolerate it, so you just want to leave the room, right? Because what happens is,
Okay.
sometimes you might have seen this also, right? Ki
Yes.
certain people, right? Suppose operation theater. Some people,
Right.
they cannot see. Once they see that some people is getting operated, then
Right.
when they see it only, they feel that, oh my God, operation theater. No. It's like, it's gonna be very difficult, right?
Right.
That is the perception that you create within yourself, right?
Okay. Got
Ask
it, sir.
me, operation theater, okay, operation theater is an operation theater, it's okay. So again, varies from person to person, right?
Right. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much for asking this question. Thank you so much, Deepa. Yeah. Yes, we are just moving on to the next piece. So we have an activity now here. Yes. Okay. So you have these numbers here, that is 2, 5, 6, 3, 9, 8, 7, and 4. So I'm just gonna give you 20 seconds of time. Okay, so I'm just gonna on my stopwatch, of course. Okay, and you're gonna get 20 seconds of time to memorize the code symbols. Okay, so if I say 2, if I say 5, if I say 6, if I say 3, if I say 9, so you should be able to memorize the code symbols, and then probably we can try it out. Probably I can just ask you to draw some of the symbols in the Jamboard. Okay, so this is the activity. So I will just give you 20 seconds, and on your mark, get set, go, to remember the symbols. Yes, your time starts now. You can see here. The clock is ticking. You have 20 seconds of time to remember all the symbols. Yes, so 20 seconds are done. In fact, like, I gave one more extra seconds. Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing this, and I will just get into this whiteboard. Okay. Now I will be asking any of the participants, and I would ask numbers. Okay, I hope you have remembered everything, at least in 20 seconds. Okay. Okay. Can anybody, should I call name by name, or like anybody would proactively come and do this?
As you wish, sir. Whatever you want.
Okay, fine. So I think I'll call out names. Let's see. because I want all of you to participate. Let's see who have not participated. Okay, Nisha. Nisha? Yes, can I have you? Can I have you to participate in this activity?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Nisha, for the confirmation. Okay, Nisha, remember you memorized within 20 seconds the numbers code, right? Okay.
Yes.
So can you please draw what would be the symbol for the number 2?
What exactly I have to do?
You have to draw the symbol. Symbol there. So there are a few numbers, right? 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. So on that there was some. This was there, right? Okay, Nisha has drawn something. Okay, I see Freebird has also drawn something. Okay, thank you so much, Nisha.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Prasad has drawn this. Okay. Okay, just like to ask Christy. Christy, are you there? Christy, are you available? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Christy, can you draw this symbol for number 9?
Number. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine, good, nice. Is it done? Okay, Christy, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, Deepa, could you please
Yes,
draw the symbol for number 7? What was the symbol for 7? Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you, for your participation. Okay. Just I wanted to understand, did you all get this correct? What's your perception? What's your thoughts on this? Did you get it correct, all of you?
I'm not sure. The
Okay.
7, I'm not sure. I remember 2, 8, 5. Remaining, I don't know this one.
Okay. Okay. So
I got it correct, 7, because there
you
was a
got it correct?
correlation. Yeah, I
Okay.
correlated the digits with the symbol.
2 and 8 were reverse, U only. One is inverted
Okay.
U, one was
5
U.
was square, 6 is
Yes.
5 was
L.
a square.
Okay, great. 5 was a square. Wonderful, wonderful. So was it little difficult for all of you to recapitulate everything? It was very much jumbled, right?
80% easy, because
80%
correlation
easy,
was
but
no
20%
yeah.
was difficult.
Yes, because that is a memory problem. I mean, to remember everything.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you so much. I'll clear this and let's get back to the content, and let's see what exactly we have and how can we make it a little more easy. Just a second. Okay, so okay, now that you can see this, I hope you can see my screen, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
7 was 7 only.
7 was 7 only. Okay, Christy, did you get it correct? The 9th one?
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, okay, no worries, no worries. And Nisha, did you get it correct?
No, sir.
No? Okay, fine.
No,
So
sir. There are
it
3
is,
lines. I have drawn 2 only.
there were 3 lines you have done true. Okay, drawn 2. Okay, great. No worries at all. So let's see now how exactly it is going to be much more interesting now. So initially, if you see this, if I give it 20 seconds to memorize, it becomes a little difficult with all the numbers jumbled. Now let's see the solution to this. Is it easier now?
Absolutely easy, very easy.
Great.
Prasad sir, your 80% thing, which was not easy now, I believe 20% remaining has got added to this, right?
Now it is 100% easy, because something
Exactly.
out of the box we are doing, and we are creating some different perception. I mean, initially, see, my experience is that we just focus on the symbols and the digits. Now, when you came out with the solution, you just put those digits into that symbols,
Exactly. Is it?
and
Is it?
at a one go we can remember all 9
Yes. Is it interesting now?
very much.
So initially the perception was very difficult, right? 20 seconds. I don't know what activity Manesh has given. So we're all pondering, right? But this is all about perception. The clutter was there in the mind. However, when I saw this particular solution, it was just so instant, right?
One was missing in the question, but it came in the solution.
Yes. Good observation, Prasad sir. Very good observation.
Thank you, sir. Means
Fine.
from this also we can learn something, that something was missing and we tried in solution, we are putting that. I mean, what I want to say is that, you have got your own perception, I have got my own perception, but both of our perceptions are right at their place. But something in the actual reality, something else is only there, and we are just
Exactly.
drawing our perception. Thus,
Exactly. So perception, not necessary it is going to be with going to be equivalent to the, or it's going to be very close to reality. Perception sometimes can be real, sometimes cannot be real, right? So perception, reality, this is the biggest difference, right? Sometimes you might perceive, suppose for example, let me say, I say something good about you, that's about my perception. Somebody says something else about something bad about you, that's their perception, right? But in reality, what are you? You know yourself better. Got it? So
one side of the story is true, one side of the story is false. I mean, one side is yours, one side is mine, and the third side is the actual truth.
exactly. That's what perception is all about. And that's why it matters a lot. Even in organization, family, anywhere you go, everywhere you'll find this, because that's the human psychology, right? So we need to deal with it in a very different manner, taking those calculated steps every time. Yeah. So coming to the next important thing. So what happens is when we perceive, as Prasad sir, you rightly shared your viewpoints, that when we perceive something, right? So we perceive from our mind, and then finally, we see that perception is this, the reality is something else, this is something else. So it happens in such a manner, right? So we ending up in something which is known as distortion thinking. This is really very, very, very important. Distortion thinking is what? Now you have a mental filter, you have a mental clutter. Suppose if I do not like someone, right? If the person is doing n number of good things also to me, still I will somewhere, some of the other ways, I'll keep finding flaws in that particular person, right? Do you agree to this point? It has happened. So if somebody doesn't like you, right? If somebody doesn't like you, how much ever you do good for the particular person, still he or she would not like you.
Yes, sir. We operate from memory, and actually that is the biggest worst part as per me, because even though that person is doing a number of good things, then also we are operating from our past memory, and we are looking at towards him with reference to the past memory for whatever bad deeds he has done. So sometimes
Exactly.
memory is problematic sometimes.
Exactly. Sometimes what happens, this is the biggest problem, right? So we don't tend to see things properly. That's the reason, like try to see things in our own way. So before I could just proceed with this, I just would like to show you a small video here. So I would just like to show you a small video. Just let me know if the screen is visible of mine. Now is it visible? It's not visible, right?
Screen
Yes, sir,
is
not visible.
Okay, I'm so sorry. 1 second. I'll just try to get this fixed. I have a very good video. I just wanted to share that video with all of you so that at least you get a hang of it in a proper way. Yeah. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm just going to play this video before I could actually get into those discussion of those distortion thinkings. Okay, is this video visible? 1 second.
No, sir.
Just a moment. I'm so sorry. I'll just yeah. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to play this video. Yes. How was the video?
Fantastic.
Wonderful, sir, and very true.
Right? So now I think it will be very easy for me to relate the distortion thinkings now with this. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen again. Okay. Now in the video, you might have seen, right? You must have seen that there are certain things which are known as jumping to conclusions, mind reading, all those things were seen in the video, right? So what were all those things? So do we do all those things most often with ourselves? Hello?
Yes, sir, we do. Like distortion, what I understand by distortion, I've got some other understanding of this particular term which is coined over here, that is distortion. May I just tell in short?
Yes. Do you all know that I just want to share one very simple fact that, mental filter, jumping into conclusions, mind reading, should syndrome, these are all couple of things, like these are all different distortion thinkings that we have. Now I'll just give you some examples. Now, mental filter. I had cooked food for my friend. I've asked him to come down to my house for lunch. My friend tasted the food and he just commented, Ki Manash, the food is extremely fantabulous. However, there could have been the salt proportion could have been a little bit less. Now, I was pondering over the entire night on that particular day, even the next day also. I called my friend, I prepared so good meal, and still he said bad about my food. This is mental filter. We should understand, he didn't say bad about my food. He just said the salt proportionate could have been little less. But he never commented on the food that the food is bad. However, I have taken it in my mind. And based on this, what did I do? I jumped into the conclusion that I am not a good cook. My friend came and commented me that I am not a good cook. This is something that I am creating this barrier for my own self. Right? This is jumping into conclusion. If somebody doesn't talks to me, suppose one of my friends saw me on the road and he was unmindful with no intent. He saw me and suddenly he turned his face. I thought, this fellow doesn't want to talk to me. He started hating me. Jumping into conclusion. Why? Why can't we think that he might be unmindful? If for example, if somebody is not replying to my text, if my manager says that if a manager's okay, thank you so much, Deepa. So if a manager says to me that, Manush, right, you are good at 2 things, but you are not good at the 3rd thing. Then immediately I start thinking, this is a mind reading. Oh, my manager only tries to find flaws. Whatever I do, he only appreciates me for only 2 things, but he doesn't appreciate me for the 3rd thing. Right? He might be thinking something bad about me. I am creating a perception within my own mind about my manager, but the reality is something different. This is mind reading. Should syndrome. I texted someone on WhatsApp and reply didn't come instantly. I called someone didn't call me back instantly. Why did they not do that? They should have called me. They should have replied to my message. This is the should syndrome. And when all these things come up, then distortion things starts taking up. So these are the distortion thinkings, right? The video rightly explained that, right? We twist the truth. We exercise on our egos. We do exercise every day, but still we are fat. Why? Because we eat our words often. We eat our thoughts often. We don't eat food, we eat our thoughts. We don't drink, we drink our thoughts. We don't drink water, we don't drink anything, we drink only our thoughts. We live our thoughts, we eat our thoughts, we drink, we sleep also our thoughts itself. Thoughts are very, very, very important. It's very important to conquer our thoughts. Let us conquer our thoughts. Let not thoughts conquer us by any means. Because when the thing starts, when thought starts conquering us, that's the end of the story. You will not have your own consistency at all. You will never be a consistent. Right? So this was the explanation about this. And how you can just control this, because I understand all of it. We are human beings. We have psychologically, we are build up. So we have been born and raised. We have been in certain environment and we have been conditioned with so many things. Our subconscious mind is filled with lots and lots of conditions. When parents say no to the kids, don't do this, this is bad, don't do that, go here, don't go there. The moment that don't, when they keep doing it, that itself gets registered in the subconscious mind of the kid. And the kid, when the kid starts growing up, then the kid starts taking taking all those things very seriously. The kid thinks that I feel I'm not worthy. Probably I feel I'm not good. Because whatever I do, my parents say that it is not correct. Right? So this is very important. So there is a technique to it. If you follow this technique, you can start, mastering your own thoughts. So this is known as journaling your thoughts. So how do you do this? Does anybody do this journaling of thoughts any day? Probably. Anyone for that matter. As a practice, do you even journal your thoughts? Anyone?
Sometimes, sir, sometimes.
Okay, sometimes. Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
I do.
You do? Wonderful. Do you feel that when you journal the thoughts, you feel that certain thoughts are not at all relevant? Do you feel that?
Yes, sir.
Certain thoughts should not at all hold value in your life, but still you keep giving importance to those thoughts.
Yes, unnecessary important.
I'll tell you a very simple thing. When you journal your thoughts, you also maintain a separate journal wherein I will suggest you one thing. Please understand 98% of the thoughts which you carry along with you are actually not yours. if you journal this, you will be able to find the solution to this. Why do I say this? I will give my live example. My girlfriend doesn't talk to me. She is very arrogant. That is her problem, not my problem. My mom told me that you are good for nothing. That is my mom's problem, not my problem. I know that I am worthy. My boss hates me. That is his problem or her problem. That is not my problem. Unless and until I know that I'm doing my work properly or I'm doing my work efficiently, right? If somebody doesn't gives me respect, it is their problem. They are not able to see good things in me. Why should I weep and why should I sob for all these things? Why should I even bother and take all these preconceived notions and ruin my life? I will not do that. I will not do that. I have taken birth in this world to do something different, to live my life in my own terms. Why should I buy somebody else's points? Yes, of course I will take feedback. Of course I will buy somebody else's points if I feel that it is worthy. But not somebody says that, you are fat, you have this much big cheek, you don't are good for nothing, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have wife. This, what is the point? How many of you watched this movie Bala? How many of you watched this movie Bala? Ayushmann Khurrana's very famous movie. There's a movie called Bala. How many of you watched this movie? No one? Okay, free word says okay, fine. So Bala is a movie by Ayushmann Khurrana. So please watch that movie. It's a very wonderful movie. Now what happens is, like, probably I have less hairs on my head and I always used to feel I don't have hairs on my head, I don't have hairs on my head, I don't have hairs on my head. But at the same time, when I watched that movie, I was feeling that it's okay if I don't have hairs on my head. What's wrong in it? After all, I am Manas itself, right? Still my existence is there without even hairs on my head. So it's okay. It's okay to be you. It's okay to not buy somebody's points and feel embarrassed about the situation that you don't have hairs on your head. It's fine. It's your life. It's okay. Right? Unless and until you are happy with yourself, you need not bother about somebody else. Right? So journaling of thoughts. So here's a small table. So you can just take a screenshot of this probably if you want. And you can just, like, take this down, like today's date. So today, suppose today you start journaling your thoughts. What is my thought? Now suddenly, for example, what is your thought? Suppose if the thought is very good thought or bad thought or crooked thought or unwanted thought, whatever thought is there, just pen down your thoughts. And date by which I expected this. Suppose, for example, you think that this particular thought is coming to my mind and this is going to happen some other day. Then after that, you go back to the same date and find out, did it actually happen? If it actually happened, then it's fine. You put it as yes. And if it did not happen, then think it was a distortion thinking and write it down. What type of distortion thinking was it? Was it a mental filter? Was it a should syndrome? Or was it mind reading or jumping into conclusions? Okay. Yes, no? Can I have some response?
Yes, sir. In this way we can monitor our thoughts, whether they are useful to us
Yes.
or not.
You
over
can
a period
monitor
of
your
time.
thoughts. And once you start doing this, you will feel at some point of time, okay, this is not correct. I will not be able to do this. Thank you so much, Nisha. Yeah. So this is what it is all about, right? So sharing your thoughts. So journal your thoughts is very, very, very important. So once you journal your thoughts, it's only then you come to know what sort of mental distortion thinking you're currently going into or going through. And you can accordingly, take control over your thoughts. You can master your thoughts. You can master on your thoughts. You can conquer your thoughts. Okay. So please start doing this. This is very, very, very important. Next time, if you have any preconceived notions about someone, at least you can understand, oh, Manas, don't do this, because you are jumping into conclusion. Then your subconscious mind keeps telling you, and once you start journaling, writing is a very important thing. It's a very powerful technique, if you write something down, it's a very powerful technique. So once you start doing it, subconscious mind is very cautious. Subconscious mind tells you, no, don't do this. you were jumping into conclusion. You remember you wrote in 2 days back in the journal, the same incident. Now it's going to happen the same way. So please, Maharaj, be cautious. Don't jump into conclusions. This is just a mental filter, right? So subconscious mind is going to trigger you. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't perceive something. Don't draw judgments based on your perception. I don't say the perception might be wrong. It might be right, or it can be right also. But still, it's better that we think of the reality before getting into before plunging into the ocean of assumptions, right? So with this, I think we would just end close to an end to this particular session. So just 1 or 2 participants or 3 participants can at least share any 3 learnings. You can share it through your chat on the chat window, or if you want, you can unmute yourself and say, so what was your takeaway out of this entire of 1.5 hours of session? So could you, it would be great if you can just type it out in the chat box, and or else like it is still okay if you can just share 1 or 2 viewpoints of yours.
Perception differs from person to person. Don't jump onto conclusions. Analyze the situation or listen, give a listen, don't hear, listen. And see to it in the listening only, most of the problems will get sorted out. If you
Exactly.
keenly listen, and also ensure that you are listening from others' point of view and not from your point of view. At that time, no cluttering in the mind should be there. No back voice should be there. Just calmly listen. Only
Yes.
listen and give a heart and ears to that person.
Exactly.
I mean, that will sort out most of the things. This is what I have learned from this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
You
Prashant.
made my evening. You made my evening.
Thank you. I'm really blessed and truly grateful to you, Prasad, for this. Thank you so much. Yes, Deepa says if we want, we can change our perceptions. Yes, Deepa, very much we can change our perceptions. Just let's start doing the journaling of thoughts. Then probably, yes, we can have timid control on, we can tame it. We can tame our perceptions, That's there. Thank you so much, Deepa.
Thank you so much, sir, on behalf of everyone. Today we got so much learning, and it is a fact, sir, that as you were explaining and whatever we understood, that yes, we can definitely change our perceptions, because earlier we were thinking something else, actually it is something else, and others are in something thinking in some different way. So we should first take a pause, think, and then we should jump into a particular conclusion.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Deepa. Yes, anybody else would just like to type something? Type in the chat or share their learnings. Yeah. So if it is not there, then probably we can just proceed with the closing part. So I have a small quote. Yes. So can anyone read this particular thing?
All the problems are stuck between mind and matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Wow, wonderfully said.
Amazing, sir.
Thank you so much. So this is what, right? It's all in our minds. Someone likes us, someone doesn't like us, somebody hates us, somebody appreciates us. It's all cluttered in our minds, right? So if we do not mind, then nothing should actually matter. Right?
Just in short, sir, sorry to interrupt. Just in short,
Yes.
just give some tips on unlifting the ego, dropping down the ego. Because in one of the slides you have shown that the video, people lift their ego. Like how can we dilute? I mean, the ego, we can't leave the ego. For every person,
Yes.
the percentage varies. And
Yes.
the person who says that I don't have ego itself has a ego. When you say that I
Yes.
don't have any ego itself, it itself reflects that, shows that you have an ego. So I mean, there can be some in between way or golden way that you can dissolve the ego I mean, for some moment of time, or for the situation based, or you can step back also. Like you can you can go 2 step back.
Yes.
Okay, not with the intention of bouncing back. I don't mean that. But
So
you can step
yeah.
back and allow the other person to come in. So can you just give some tips on dissolving the ego?
it's ego is something like it's an emotion, right? So dissolving in the sense, Prasad, I would not suggest you can dissolve completely your ego. However,
Yes,
you
sir.
can control over your ego by practicing gratitude, right? So gratitude is an immense thing. It's a very immense power. I believe all of you know about gratitude, right? Being grateful to
Yes,
people,
sir.
grateful to things, right? So when somebody is very egoistic person, I think that's the only tool, or that's the only way. If you start seeing positive things in across everything, then probably you can start seeing, once you start seeing positive things about your own self, you can start seeing positive things in the outside world also, right? So that's the reason I said, right? So first, try to admire yourself. So when you say that I have ego, start thanking yourself, start thanking, give thank you to your thoughts, give thank you to yourself. Say that I'm thankful for myself, I'm thankful for being me. That's very, very, very important. And once you do that, then probably, yes, the levels of ego is slowly, steadily going to come down. Practice gratitude. Give thank you for the little things. Trust me, you will see a different version of you altogether.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you to Book My Sessions also, the entire team who
Yes.
has organized this event, a wonderful event.
Thank you so
Definitely,
much.
if I
Thank
have
you.
any problem, any doubts or something, I can reach you at the given telephone numbers.
Yes, yes. You
I'm free to do that, right?
yes, 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 you can. I will just present my screen once again so that you can take down my number and email ID. Yes,
Yeah.
Chris,
Okay.
thank you, sir, for the wonderful session. Thank you so much, Christy, for being a part of this session. And thank you so much, Deepa, once again, for your kind words. And thank you, Book My Session team, for for providing me with this opportunity to come over here and then to use this platform and this wonderful forum to share my knowledge and insights with such enriched and enriched professionals. So I'm truly grateful for this.
Thank you, Manas, for your kind session. I think it's really great and very inspiring session, Manas. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
joining.
much. And I'm just so sorry, just once again, truly apologize that I just couldn't join in on time. So sincere apologies for the same. Yes, so here is my email ID and contact number. If anybody wants to take it down, they can take it down probably before I could just wrap this up. Prasad sir?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah, got it. Okay, fine. Thank you. Fine. I think with this, I think we can close probably. I think I just got one more message. Okay, Nisha says, thank you so much for the wonderful session. Thank you so much, Nisha, for being for participating in this session. So thank you so much. So my heartfelt gratitude to you and to all the participants here. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a ton, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So wishing you all a very pleasant evening. And so all the best with your thoughts, and ensure that all of us should keep perceiving things in a proper way now. At least we've got some direction in where exactly the perception should go, in which direction, I
Sir,
believe now.
looking forward for more such sessions from you
Sure, sure,
on the
sure.
same platform, Zoom platform. We'll be
Sure, sure,
definitely
sure.
eagerly waiting for the upcoming sessions.
Yes, of course. So I will definitely sync up with the Book My Session team, and will come up with few more sessions as such. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Book My Session is doing a wonderful job by arranging such a. It's a need of the hour also.
Yes.
I mean, these are very crucial and very delicate. I mean, what's topics that we are discussing on, and these are very practically implemented in the day-to-day life. We can practically implement this in day-to-day life also.
Thanks, Prasad. Thanks. We Book
Because-
My Session only believe it, the community-free services for trainer and learner. So it's a completely community service that we are having a vision that we need to bring trainer and learners on the one platform so that we all can learn great way.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Can we just leave, or like we have to stay for some more time?